Hello and welcome to an update about the Nifty, which we covered, I think, a few weeks ago and provided you with a detailed analysis. So you might want to check that out for an in-depth update. This here is just sort of a quick update, just focusing on the shorter time frame. In that video back then, we highlighted that the Nifty is pretty much at the end of this at the end of a larger degree third wave, and currently obviously looking here at 22,147 points, peaked here in a target area at around 22,780. And the idea, I haven't changed a thing on this chart, so the idea is still very much that this rally that we've seen here, you can see that, I mean, after this B wave bottomed in October 23, yeah, this C wave started of wave 5 of 3. And you see the structure, how it changed after January this year. So we had this wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. And this wave 5 is just a very choppy ending diagonal. These corrective movements or these overlapping structures often occur in a fifth wave. By the way, I need to just shift this. So like that. Often occur in a fifth wave. And that tells us that, yeah, typically, you know, the structure is likely coming to an end and that a sharp pullback is due. That's often what happens. And now we could have started this fourth wave pullback. That's quite interesting now. What we're dealing with now is most likely this A wave of wave 4. And we need to track now the microstructures as well. So I will go now to the 30-minute chart. Oops. The overall support area for this wave 4 is now between 18,880 and 21,105. What we also need to do though is looking at the microstructure, and based on that microstructure we can also determine a target range for the micro patterns within this A wave. So what I will do now, I will just tidy up this at the top because it reached the target anyway. Otherwise we've got all these numbers in the way. Now, if we say an A wave has started, A waves can be 3-wave movements and 5-wave movements. And we just need to see how this now develops. For me, it appears likely that this here is an A wave. We're now looking at a B wave corrective rally potentially, and then a C wave to the downside could follow. And then we will have wave A complete. Alternatively, and I will highlight that in yellow, the A wave is unfolding as a 5-wave pattern. In this scenario, I would say that this here was probably the wave 1. No, this is not yellow, but I'll change it in a minute. Do you see the difference between the two patterns? A waves can be 3-wave movements or 5-wave movements. Extremely difficult to say in the beginning which one it is, or you can't really. This move down could be really wave 1 and this wave 2, but it's very shallow for a wave 2. So I'm not leaning towards the yellow count. Yellow will also be invalidated if there is a break above the red line. That's at 22,340. So if we get a break above that level, then we're likely in the B wave corrective rally. Standard resistance, and these partially overlap, standard resistance between 22,275 and 22,560. From here we can then get a reaction to the downside. Now B waves sometimes overshoot, okay, but let's see if it reacts to this area. And then a move down can happen in wave C. Once we have the B wave top in place, I can give you a target for the C wave. Assuming the yellow count might work out, we can already define targets. So let me... Yep. What we normally say is in the yellow count then, the third wave should really reach sort of the area around the 1.38 extension. And then the fifth wave normally around the 200% or 161.8 extension. So the third should reach 21,389. Then we could get a 4, and the fifth wave sort of somewhere around the 1.618 to the 200% extension. That would be ideal. Okay, so these are sort of the parameters, but if a B wave rally unfolds, then it's slightly different. But still, I think that sort of this will broadly be where this A wave will find a low. At the moment, we see a bit of a rally. We'll see how the new week now starts. But first of all, my assumption is that we have started a larger decline, but it depends on the structure of the current rally now. And if it's clearly three-wave-like, and especially if there is a reaction in the resistance area, that would further confirm my view that this is the white count and that a larger degree third wave most likely topped here in April. Yeah, that's my update about the Nifty. Hope you enjoyed the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.